Fernando, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for your kind invitation. I'm so glad to be at Wharton program.
Thank you. Now, Recycla has been described as the first and only waste recycling social enterprise in Latin America. What inspired you to launch it?
Well, I strongly believe that we should follow dreams. I mean, I have a dream, like all people have one. And my dream was to solve the problem of the e-waste, fax, scanner, DVD, computer, cell phone. At the end of the life, go to landfill, contaminated water and land. And so for me, one of the beautiful part to be young is to be in a kind of revolutionary. So I want to make my own green revolution. That was my dream. This is why I founded Recycla Chile.
How serious is the problem of electronic waste in Chile? Can you give a sense of the dimension of the problem?
Of course. And I would say Chile, Latin America, and the world. This is a huge problem. It's unsolved yet. In Chile, just for give you one figures, we are 19 millions, but we are in Chile using 20.5 million cell phones. So the penetration is 1.3, so more cell phone than human. And all go to landfill at the end of the life. So in Chile, we use and buy on a yearly basis 2 million of computers. So it's a huge problem. So only 5% of the e-waste is properly recycled by us, and the rest is a pending challenge. Same happened in Latin America, same happened in Europe and States. This is a real problem unsolved, and this is the challenge, how we can solve this market failure, but with a solution with social benefit.
Can you explain the solution that you found and what was your innovation in this sense?
Well, we talk about social innovation. What is the meaning of that? People who is in jail for different reasons. They are 10 years, they get a freedom. After they are outside in the society and they need a decent job. But nobody is often to them in a decent job. And that is the problem. Nobody's considered them to going back to the society. So our social impact is to offer green jobs for ex-inmates, people who was in jail, giving a second chance in their life. I strongly believe that everyone in the society, like you, like me, deserve a second chance in their life. So this is why we are offering a second chance to people that we are recycling behaviors. And for the other side, we are recycling technology. With both, we create the best. And this is our dream.
That's a really good way of putting it, that you're recycling electronic products and also giving people a second chance. Can you explain a little bit about the logistics? How does it work?
Well, it works. We are starting a business model B2B, business to business. My customers are IBM, HP, Canon, I would say original equipment manufacturer. We make a contract, we send a truck, special truck, they pay us a fee for the service. We take it in our facilities, our labor jobs start dismantling, and all the pieces we export to Europe to recover the raw materials. So it's a service, it's in a recycling facilities for the e-waste, the new trash of the century.
Now you referred to the fact that you operate this as a social enterprise. Could you explain what would be the difference between the way a conventional recycling business might operate and your experience in running it as a social enterprise? What's the difference?
Well, the main difference is the social entrepreneur like me. I belong to the Schwab Foundation of the World Economic Forum, that we want to change the world. And to change the world means in a different way of thinking. It's a normal business side. I go to school in Chile, university, same as worldwide. I had the chance now to be in Wharton Business School, because we want to spread the message. We want to provoke a student to change behaviors and to looking for this a new different world. Well, some businessmen in the regular mind of thinking, why are you going to business school? You are losing your time. You should be prepared or worry about just business. And we strongly believe in the other side. I mean, the social business, we handle and we manage in different way. For us, it's very important to have in a social impact, to educate the new generation, to have in a long-term relation with the academia, because this is the way to change the world with the social justice and the environmental change.
Right. What were some of the main challenges you faced in building Recycla? Can you take us through some of the challenges and how you solved those challenges?
Well, at the beginning, nobody believed in us in our project. The bank system, even the customer, 2 years knocking the door for to get a new customer because there was not awareness. And then we create a book and we launch a book in the society, the businessmen, what is the problem? Why we need to recycle properly this material. Second, nobody believed us why we are using inmates. It was something weird on the same place to have 5 or 10 people from the jail. It sound at the beginning something very strange. I have a lot of problems. Almost I went to the jail because I was the leader of the band. So, well, when you make a social innovation or when you make a new issues, always you have problem. But you know why? I would like to talk with the audience that the best thing is to swim against the current. Beautiful kites, you should go up against the winds, and this is the challenge.
Right. And what did swimming against the current, what did it teach you that other social entrepreneurs can learn from your experience?
I would say we should be prepared to accept no as an answer. Social entrepreneur, we should be prepared to work against obstacles and challenge. It's not easy to be a social entrepreneur, but passion, tenacity, sharing the dream, networking, and in fact, a dream. When the dream is big, when the dream is, you can see, you can change, you can support any difficulty in your life.
How much of your dream have you achieved so far, and how much remains to be done?
Well, first of all, my dream was to put in work and to change behavior in Chile, and I'm proud to say that I do it. And then my next dream was in the past to be in the World Economic Forum, selected as a SWAT fellow, and now we got it. And one dream was to be in Wharton Business School because I was a guest lecturer in Harvard and John Kennedy School and Stanford, but never being one of the best school of the United States. So what is the next dream to scale up? I think the same problem we can solve in Latin America, Peru, Colombia, Bolivia, Mexico, Brazil. And what about India? What about China? So the dream is big.
To what extent does Recycla operate in other countries? Are you still just in Chile?
At this stage, just Chile, and we have a national coverage.
Mm-hmm. Right. And do you have plans to expand into the rest of Latin America and India, China?
Yes, it's a big dream. We have to do that. And
because as you know, India alone is adding something like 5 million, 6 million new cell phones every month.
Can you imagine that?
Totally about 600 million cell phones in India. So
well, we can figure out something in India, and then this is why I would like to invite to the student that if they can contact us, visit our website, and we can share the dream with the students. We need talent, and maybe the talent, this is why we are at school too, looking for talent for the challenge. And talking about challenge, let me explain to the audience that what is the World Challenge Initiative. The World Challenge Initiative belongs to Newsweek and BBC of London, where there is a competition, and among 860 initiatives, we were selected between 12 finalists. So we can be the winner. And I would like to invite to the audience to visit the website and to vote for us. Because if you vote for us, you can support our dream and to create green jobs and to fight with the environmental bad practice in our country and probably in the near future in India or in Latin America. So I would like that you can put the link so the audience can vote for that.
Yeah, I'm sure our audience will be very happy to support all the efforts that you are making to solve this serious issue and to tackle it. That brings me to the point of whenever we talk about social enterprises, very often you talk about the triple bottom line. Is it a sustainable business? Does it have social impact? Does it have does it support environmental sustainability? Could you explain how Recycla is functioning along these three metrics?
Yes, I would say that the future business side or the future activities needs to create three pillars. In our case, social impact means including poor people and the base of pyramid to the society, but including a young student from top business school to help us to make the social change. This is the social impact. Just one person have 4 members in the family, so create the indirect impact too. In the environmental, what we are, just for giving a figure, it's like the New York Stadium. We are recycling almost 6 stadiums per year, avoiding lead, mercury, and beryllium contaminated in the water. And additionally, we create export, not traditional export to the other market. And the other side is the economical side. I mean, we are getting our own sustainability because there is a trend that the non-profit organization always needs donation, always needs some support, and always they are suffering because nowadays there are too many problems in the environmental side and the social side. So it's better that each initiative create his own earnings so you can survive and you can be in longer project.
Exactly. Now, if you were to look back on your career, not just with Recycla, but even before that, what would you consider is the biggest leadership challenge that you have ever faced? And how did you overcome that challenge and what did you learn from it?
Well, I think it's a good question. I would say that to have the chance to be listened by the leader of the world, for me, it's been very impressive. And to call the attention for new generation to listen what we are doing is an amazing opportunity too. As I told you before, we solve the problem with passion, tenacity, and not accepting no as an answer. This is the main formula. And well, the new challenge is to scale up. We need to scale up. I think we solved the problem already in Chile, part of them, and probably in the next 5 years we will complete the problem. But what's going on with other countries?
What kind of new challenges do you anticipate as you scale up? Let's say you expand to other parts of Latin America or to other parts of the world. What sort of new challenges will that create for you, and how do you plan
first of all, we need to find in each country partners that love the triple bottom line, because probably in other countries The people see us Recycla as a business opportunity. Okay, it could be, but it's one pillar. We are looking for local partners that love the social change and environmental protection.
Any advice you have for social entrepreneurs based on what you have learned so far?
No, I will say that keep dreaming, keep working hard, keep making networking, and keep learning and recycling your ideas every day. That's the main thing that I can say at this stage.
Great. And one last question: how do you define success?
Well, for me, success, I don't like that word. I mean, I think we are doing some good things every day and bad things too. I don't feel any success on my side. I feel that I have a lot of gap pending, and I have to learn a lot. And I think we are doing part of the job. So for me, it's more important to work with sense and why we came to this life, to make something different, not to make what all the people is doing.
Fernando, thank you so much for your time and joining us today.
Thank you very much.